Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain and welcome back. Now today, I seem to have a bug that means that my head always looks to the side. I've had this a few times, I'm not entirely sure why it happens, but I can take my gear off, I can put it back on, I can do whatever. Doesn't seem to do anything. Now, anyway, I wanted to come in and take a look at a couple of things today. First off, some crafting stuff. Because of some of the new items that they've added in and some of the other things that they've done. But also, I've been paying attention to the developer letters that they've been putting, like the blog posts that they've been putting out every week now, and you know, in lieu of dev streams, because unfortunately they've not done one since the launch of the Frozen North, which I can understand. They're doing a lot of work towards like making sure that the game is functional and whatever else. But I wanted to come along and take a look at some of the stuff that's been put into the kind of crafting side of the game, because when Hannah and I finished the Black Keep in the last video, then there was a tablet there which now, whenever you go up to it, if you haven't got your crafting, star metal crafting up, active, whatever, then unfortunately it doesn't really let you do much. And as a result, whilst we're here, let's just pop in here and take a look. In which case though, now, like, you still don't have enough. I don't know why that's selected. Okay, fine, stop it. But we still don't really have enough points to get everything, which especially in a single player game is a bit of a pain in the ass, because you might, you know, you're by yourself, you might not have friends with you to specialize in different directions. Like on the multiplayer servers, I can understand people, as I said, creating infrastructure, taking up a role of I'm a weaponsmith for our settlement. I'm the priest for our settlement. I'm one of the other crafters. I build things. I'm a warrior, and thus I need to keep my weapons in check, so I'm going to build it that way. You know, and obviously you've got some things that are for survival anyway. But in a single player game where there are maybe two of you, like in for the most part in the stuff that I've been doing, it's been me and Hannah and my brother, and so as a result, between the three of us, like, I've been the one doing the lion's share, because rather unsurprisingly, it's my my map, my channel, my thing that I'm looking to put together to share with you guys, and to use as a learning tool almost, if you like. Let's swap to this stuff, as that's where we're headed. In fact, we do still have some ambrosia on us, so we'll just quickly pop one of those just to get our health back and get rid of this blood effect around the edge of the screen here. But as a result, you know, I've been doing most of it, but then when I'm by myself, you know, if I wanted to play the game properly, if I wanted to go in and craft like absolutely everything to try stuff out, you know, I can't get the improved preservation box, so I can't compare the two preservation boxes and see how long their stuff's gonna last. Getting into a new religion to take a look at all of the new stuff from the new religion, which is something I want to do at some point. I want to compare, like, set out and compare all of the different kind of religious shrines and items and things like that, to see how they all add up and what we can get, you know, and which one is maybe the most beneficial for what type of play and all that kind of thing. You know, I want to investigate these things, take a look, break it down. But doing it by myself has resulted in me spawning stuff in whether I've wanted to or not, just because I would either need to continually reset my points and relearn recipes and things like that. But also, I don't understand. I mean, it's early access again. They've said that there may very well be a good option for them to put stuff into the game like additional levels with additional points for us to spend, and hopefully they'll be bringing, raising and lowering the various different kind of point costs and things as well. So it isn't the be all end all by any means. Right, how am I going to get down? Can I jump into the water? Is the water deep enough? Let's go this way. There we go. Okay. But again, like it does kind of bug me a little bit. But also now they've added. Let's get out of the water before I start taking a look at this stuff. They've also added the extra tiers of crafting for the different types of weapons. So now we've got up to, where is it? Master Craftsman, which is the steel stuff, which is the stuff that we were used to before. But then we've got the Ancient Scholar, which gives us the pickaxe and the other bits and pieces. So that's been separated off now. So it gives us the pickaxe, the ancient weapons, things like that. But then we've got Hardened Steel, which gives us another step up along with Hardened Steel weapons. Where are they? They're around somewhere. I know I unlocked one or other of them. Or at least I thought I did. No, here they are. Hardened Steel, so it's just an improvement on the sword again. But then we've got also seemingly Frost Smithing, which I don't 100% know why that's separate in and of itself. But the creation of black ice and stuff, which I had to go and mess around with it when I first started building our own keep here. Where is it? Here. There we go. You actually need to go and sort stuff out, bring it back, and use the shrine to make the black ice before you can do anything. So I've not tried to make any of these yet, but it just seems odd. And then we've got Star Metal, which again we can see periodically the comets like landing and crashing into the area over there, which seems to be the lava-based dungeon that the dev team are working on, which I think we already know where the entrance to that is, and so I think that might be where I build my next purge-proof base, right outside the entrance, or what I believe to be the entrance to that dungeon. But so crafting-wise, like, we've got some interesting things coming out of the crafting system, and obviously the more they add, the more their items there are going to be. Especially considering that they've made a point again and again of saying how they want role players to have kind of what they want in the game, in terms of like equipment and stuff. Let's just sort ourselves out up here. But they've said that, but also they've said new creatures, and I've seen a lot of people looking for the big cats, the kind of jaguars. Or jaguar-looking critters that there was a picture of in one of the dev posts not so long ago, and I came across what I thought initially was a panther because it was all black. When I was running from kind of home up all the way up north at one point. Now I'm cloaked so that none of this stuff should come and bother us whilst we take a look around. But I saw this panther. I mentioned it in the video because it was when I was looking for my thralls that had all gone missing. And when I was running from one base to the other, I came across this just completely shadowy big cat. It was very much like the saber-tooth big cats that are up north, and it attacked me, and I was like, the hell, since when has this been a thing in the game? Is this something that's supposed to be here? And it was all black, so I figured a panther, but then again I was like, why would a panther be out in the middle of just an area like this? It didn't seem to make an awful lot of sense to me. But then, I'm like, in terms of biome, down by the river, down by the water, yeah, maybe you'd get, like, a jaguar, a leopard, something like that, all hanging around. And then they, in the pictures that they showed, it was very clearly like there we go. See, now what are you? Because it's definitely a big cat. It uses the same elements as the other big cats, but I can't see. Are you supposed to be black? It looks like it, because it looks more textured than it did last time as well. And it's got green eyes and big teeth. That's very cool looking. Very cool looking. Can I get ahead? No, I can't get ahead. Okay. I wanted to see if we could get ahead, because then we'd be able to see what it was. But the other way that we can see what it was, I'm apparently extremely hot. But the other way that we can see what it was, I guess, is by... Okay, there's an archer up there shooting at hyenas. That's fine. But the other way that I reckon we could probably see what it is just by spawning creatures, right? So that's... I mean, that was a panther, so... No? No panther. Well, hold on. Wild... If I can type. Wildlife dash predator dash... No, so it's not a jaguar there. No. 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 Black. No. Okay, well, let's just scroll down and see what we've got here, because we've got Komodo dragons, hyenas. Like, I'm not sure if it's got a thing, unless it's something that isn't listed under, unless it could be beast. Undead hyenas, undead, bosses, prey, water, more bosses, Xbox trial dummy target. Okay, like there doesn't seem to be like a listing for it, and then like I don't think there are any. Oh wait, new wildlife. So does humanoids includes all wildlife now? A yeti? What's this? Okay, so you're a demon, not demon, giant. And you go down like a bitch. But you don't give me anything. Okay. So I want to find out what this thing is, though, because it's an odd one. But also, what's a yeti? Because I've not seen a yeti. Oh, so you're a yeti? You don't look like a yeti. You look like a giant. Well, I guess you're dead now, so it doesn't matter what you were. That's fine. But anyway, let's not get sidetracked, because I've seen lots of people, because they showed the babies for these creatures, and that's why people have been looking for them, because like, oh, we want the babies, they're so cute. But again, like I had seen this one creature running around, this one leopard-esque kind of panther-esque rather creature. Moping about, and panther, here we go. So yeah, there's a panther, but was there a leopard? No. Jaguar? No, because the images they showed were of big cats with spots. So but we also don't have lions yet, which you'd maybe expect to be out on this kind of savannah-y kind of area. But, okay, so we've got... No, okay, so, yeah, it's here. It's in the game. But it's... Where was it again? Panther. There we go. Oh, no. Come back. That's right, guys. All head in different directions. But yeah, like they're adding new creatures, which is cool. You know, especially to areas that we've already been in for a long time. You know, it's nice to see new things get added. But also, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm a big cat person. When they eventually allow us to tame creatures, the same way that we can enthrall people or enslave people, these guys are going to be... These guys and the mountain... The big saber-tooth mountain lion type things. Come back. Yeah, look at that face. You know, these guys are going to be some of the guys that I come and train first. They're going to be my animals that protect my base and come and hunt with me. Like maybe these guys down at the tower, and then the big saber-tooths up at the keep over in the north. And then, you know, we'll see what happens in regards to the rest, because we'll need to see what we can tame. But yeah, so I might stick this video up as like a look, here they are kind of thing. So we've got some different crafting stuff being brought in, but again, it's still a bit of a shame that we can't really get all of it in single player, because, you know, that's what I would like. I'd like to be able to sit and test and work through everything without just having to spawn it in, so that I could actually speak to the crafting of it. You know, oh, well, you might want to do this, but it's actually easier to get a similar effect by crafting something else that's less expensive. You know, those kind of ideas are where I'd like to go with it. Taking a look at the various bonuses and things it gives you and stuff, but hopefully that'll come in at a later date, and they'll be able to separate between the offline play and the online play. You know, I feel like, considering that there are mods on the workshop that allow for higher level caps and more in the way of extra skill points and things, you know, I'd like to see there be a split, because obviously it's maybe not the hardest thing to do, but it's just something that isn't a priority for them at the moment. So, you know, it'd be nice to see some of these things be made just really easily available. Like, you know, again, spending points, I'll buy these bandages, but then there are bandages down here which are improved, which have numbing elements on it, which allow for I would assume greater hit point gains. But again, it's like opening all of this stuff up and taking a look is like the taxing element, because it all comes down to resetting things and reworking things, then going out and farming for stuff, and then coming back. You know, as much as they've muddled around with some of the costs of things, you know, it's something that I would like to see maybe a little bit more work done on, just so that there's more access to it for those of us that are interested in testing stuff out and so on in single player, or those who are just interested in single player. But also, these guys are amazing, and I'm so glad they're in the game. But I'll have to admit, I'm very much looking forward to kind of seeing what comes next as well. Please don't shoot. Please don't shoot the panther. No! Well, waste not, want not. Can I get a head? I want a head! No? Alright then. But yeah, so the new creatures, the new crafting stuff, it's all very cool. Leave me a comment down below on which kind of things you'd like me to take a look at first, because, you know, there's so much, and I'd like to get into it. I just wanted to touch on these new things, considering I saw people looking for them and doing things with them. Anyway, you know, I'd like to see what you guys have to say, and what you guys have to, like, you guys would like to see me take a look at next. You know, is there any real interest in me taking a look at all the religious stuff, or is there kind of anything else that you'd like to see? I still haven't gone back and been able to have the time to sit down and get all my thralls back, or see if they've all turned up again, because the last time I checked they hadn't. So I wonder if maybe part of the fix that occurred, because apparently it was causing crashes, the NPC kind of NPCs not loading in and stuff. So, and I know I'm just following this panther around now, but it's just really cool. I really just, give me a big cat or a cat of any sort in a game at all, and I'm sold. So, the fact that these guys are here now, as well as the saber-tooth further north, as soon as we can, I can guarantee you that as soon as they put the whole animal taming into the game, I will be out here as fast as possible trying to tame as many as I possibly can. So, unless there's a thing, a mount that allows me to maybe tie several tamed things off to it so that I can drag all of them back. But, hey-ho. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to leave this here for the moment, because I want to know what you guys want to see me take a look at next. Should I do the religious comparisons? Should I do more of things like seeing what the big bonuses are to bits and pieces? Maybe actually going through each weapon set, each armor set, and laying out where it's useful and where it isn't, in terms of kind of if you're trying to craft it, if you're trying to look for it, and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see what you guys kind of want to see next. Yeah, and obviously I'm going to try and keep an eye on news coming out of Funcom. So if anything new happens, then we'll go and take a look at that as well, especially with the new dungeon that they're talking about, the lava-based dungeon, which I believe is going to enter through Dragonmouth here, and then this play space here is actually going to be, this huge crater is going to pretty much just focus on being the dungeon itself, because we seem to, we've got kind of the dungeon marker, which seems to be kind of this here, because that's the same marker that's been used for the Black Keep and the Temple of Frost. So seeing this change, or maybe going through there, opens up into this area, and then there's also another entryway down into the new area, into the new lava thing. The thing is, I'm looking at this, at the map, and I'm like, we've always had a little bit creeping in over the top here of the edge of the map here, but we've also got these huge spaces out here. So play space wise, I still think we're going to get islands out this way of kind of abandoned human settlements and stuff. This maybe coastal region, maybe have some more sea monster-esque kind of things living out there, and we'll see. So I think we've still got one kind of third part of the overall map to see, but then we've also got dungeons, and there are still places even down here where caves just stop in a black wall. We've had mention from NPCs of chambers over here with large crystals, large gemstones and things in, that they're not there. At some point I will take you back into here to have more of a look around again, but they're just not there. So I want to see more, I want to go through more, but at the moment there's a lot of loose ends throughout the entire play space, but I can understand them wanting to get the whole map done first, with some of the dungeons that are like major play space areas. Like the Black Keep takes up basically this entire area of the map here, or this part of the map here rather, for the units that you're facing, for the things that you're doing, and then it instances you into a different place, and then you have to find your way back out. There's a lot of stuff there that's this is this area. It's this big thing. The dregs as well, very large structure that leads into another thing, like mini dungeons, little things here and there, little quests, little things to find in caves, little deep, dark, horrible spaces that we find ourselves cramped into with imps everywhere. Those are things that I'm looking forward to seeing. but which I understand why they've not been kind of thrown in yet. So, you know, we'll see what happens further along. I kind of want to have more player icons on the map as well, because we've got our main lodge, we've got the lodges down here, we've got the tower and stuff, but like I'd love to be able to actually stick a marker on for where my other bases and things are, because if I'm building one that's here, or I built the main structure for the one that's here in the reservoir, but then if I cordon off this entire area and make a Helm's Deep-esque kind of multi-ring city, which is what I'm thinking of for there, and that's the entryway into the new dungeon, you know, I want to be able to mark that on there as well. I mean, arguably, the good thing about here and here is that we've built next to large structures. You know, they are actually things that are already put into the environment by Funcom, so that's not a problem so much. But, you know, I'd like to be able to just add more. Why can't I just add stuff across the whole map? You know, obviously there are limitations on size and whatever else, but it's a little icon on a map as opposed to, you know, everything that I could build in this environment. Just saying. But anyway, guys, you know, as said, let me know what you guys want to see next. Should I do comparison between the different religions? Should I do something else that's more removed, stuff around the different weapon sets and stuff? Should I start, even though I've not quite finished the last purge-proof base in a couple of different areas, should I start looking for setting the groundwork for the next one? Considering that one won't be built in water, I really like that idea and that strategy that I want to use, but I also want to take a look at how we can defend when there's no escape, when you have to build a very solid, sturdy structure, or else you're just going to see the whole thing collapse, you know. So I want to get onto that at some point too, but obviously at the moment there were just big cats that I needed to come and see. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, as said, let me know what you guys want to see and what you think. And otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, found it interesting, or otherwise, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.